ICBA Live, we are stepping out of our comfort zone and learning why being bold is key to your success.
When we're bold and we challenge the status quo, great things happen.
And great things are happening across the board at ICBA Live, showcased at the opening general session. Magician and entrepreneur Vin Jiang says the tricks to being bold are perspective, influence, and belief. He says perspective is about collaborating with others to find new ideas and solutions. Influence is about realizing you're a direct reflection of the people you spend time with. And beliefs is about your actions.
Your beliefs dictate your actions. People often have the question, how do magicians create the impossible? The way we do it is you've got to believe it can be done. So again, in community banking, if there are problems you want to solve, you actually first innately have to believe they can be solved, because only then do you take the actions necessary to solve them.
He inspired people to think a little differently and have a little different perspective. Be bold and innovative.
Sometimes we get caught up with our own perspective and we don't step back and take a look at what's going on around us. And he was very good at relaying that message.
Now that you know how to be bold in innovation, find out how to be bold in leadership during today's general session with Teresa Payton, followed by Thursday's general session with John O'Leary on being bold in life. When ICBA Live TV returns, learn how your voice and your actions can make a difference in the community banking industry. You're watching ICBA Live TV. I'm Karina Sullivan, joined now by the Senior Managing Director of Promontory Interfinancial Network, Steve Kinner. Steve, thank you so much for joining us.
Karina, it's my pleasure. Glad to be here in Nashville with the ICBA.
Yes, we're having a lovely time, and your company is known for being on the forefront of cutting-edge technology. What are you seeing in the industry right now?
You know, we think it's a great time to be a community banker. We think consumer confidence is certainly way up. Lending is up nationwide, and it's just a wonderful time for people to be in banking.
You're passionate about legislation. The passage of S2155 has had a positive impact on the industry. What are you seeing?
There is no doubt. And the ICBA gets an awful lot of credit for getting that bill passed. It was signed into law last May. A lot of great provisions for banking, but none more impactful than Section 202, which takes reciprocal deposits up to 20% of liabilities out of the brokered category, which is wonderful for banks.
ICBA Live, you're here year after year. What keeps you coming back, and what are you excited about this go around?
So we work with 3,000 banks nationwide, and so we often get asked, what are other banks doing? How are they successful? So we put together a new tool that we're rolling out at this convention. It's a go-to-market checklist, a go-to-market strategy, and it combines what has worked for other banks. It really complete kind of front to back end, from what the C-level suite should do to get a deposit program moving, what marketing should do, what operations should do, what the sales folks should do. It's just a complete package to help banks go get a program together that's really impactful to their bottom line.
I know you want to see as many community bankers as possible during this convention. What do you have to say to encourage them to stop on by?
Boy, come on by and check out our new program. We'd love to show it to you. Regardless of what your balance sheet makeup is, we have a solution that can help you.
Steve Kinner of Promontory Interfinancial Network. Thank you so much, Steve. And thank you for watching ICBA Live TV.
Visa contactless cards are a fast, easy way to pay. Check your card to make sure it's contactless enabled, or ask your bank for one. Look for the symbol at checkout. Get in close, just a tap, and you're done. The secure transaction is complete. All that's left is to keep tapping your Visa card. In drugstores, supermarkets, taxis, restaurants, and everywhere else you see the contactless symbol. The fast, easy, secure way to pay.
You're watching ICBA Live TV. I'm Karina Sullivan, joined now by Christy Kelly of Finastra. Hello, Christy.
Hi, Karina. How are you?
Doing so well. Thank you so much for making the time for us. This is an exciting time for you, a first, I believe.
Yes, this is my first time at ICBA. There is so much energy here. I'm loving all of the sessions. What I really realized is that ICBA is really the intersection of community bank and fintech. It's so cool to be here.
Now tell us a little bit about Finastra.
Oh, Finastra really provides all of the technology solutions that a bank or financial institution needs to operate, from front office to back office, including core, payments, lending, mortgage, and now digital with Malazai. So we're just so excited to be here to present an exhibit, and we've got some great sessions going on as well. But what we're really excited about is our open banking platform called Fusion Fabric. Fusion Fabric is really connecting the financial institutions with the great fintech out there. We'll be hosting a developers conference in May, so be on the lookout for more information around that. Thank you for letting me talk about that, and we're so excited to be at ICBA this year.
Thank you, Christy. Thanks to all of you for watching. You're watching ICBA Live TV. I'm Karina Sullivan.
Community banks are the lenders to the nation's small businesses. And so that's why we are actively working to create a system of regulatory actions in the United States that proportionally represent the risk that we represent and regulatory relief.
Community banks are the backbone of small business in America. You provide critical access to capital, especially for the rural communities. That's why in the first 100 days, I have taken action to roll back burdensome regulations that undermine community banks.
Financial regulation should promote safety and soundness while enabling a vibrant and growing economy. The bill we are marking up today is the product of a thorough, robust process and honest, bipartisan negotiations.
This week, lawmakers are set to pass a banking bill that will roll back regulations for some small and mid-sized banks.
But it certainly softens some of the regulation.
It'll be the first bipartisan bill to cross the finish line this year.
The bill now goes to President Trump, who is expected to sign it into law.
And as he put pen to paper, small and community banks celebrated. A huge regulatory weight has just been lifted.
By liberating small banks from excessive bureaucracy, we are unleashing the economic potential of our people.
It's the first week of 2019 and the 116th Congress was sworn in.
Together, we get to write the next chapter, telling our story.
To help your community flourish, ICBA advocates and promotes the community banking industry on Capitol Hill.
We got a bipartisan bill through Congress last year. Nobody else can say that.
You can't get past 2018 without talking about Senate Bill 2155. That was the culmination of years of advocacy by ICBA and community bankers, and we finally got significant regulatory relief. It shows what you can do when you work together as a team and never give up.
ICBA's future is going to depend on the community bankers. The agenda that's set is member-driven. So if community bankers are interested in having someone who speaks up for them and their interests are exclusively community banks, ICBA is the only association that focuses completely on the needs of community banks.
You can do your part by participating at the upcoming ICBA Capital Summit.
It's so important for community bankers to join us at ICBA's Capital Summit. They have the opportunity to keep the momentum going on positive change in Washington for community banks.
Join hundreds of your fellow community bankers April 28th through May 1st. Hear directly from key policymakers and speak directly with lawmakers on issues important to your bank.
"2018 was a momentous year for community banks with the passage of S 2155. But we can't slow down now. Community bankers can continue to build on recent advocacy gains by attending the 2019 ICBA Capital Summit. It's slated for April 28th to May 1st in Washington, D.C., and will provide unfettered access to top policymakers and staff for discussions on the most pressing community bank policy issues. We have a new Congress and many outstanding grassroots objectives, so there's never been a more important time to come to the nation's capital to engage your members of Congress and regulators and have your voices be heard. Come Come join us in Washington.
The ICBA Live Expo was the place to see and be seen. From innovations in technology to payment solutions, the Expo had it all. Take a look.
Just to be able to see the different vendors and what they have to offer live, you know, to be able to look at their product, talk to the folks that know the product, and decide if it's a fit for your bank.
We are seeking out those solutions to help us be more efficient or maybe operate a little bit better on one side of the house.
My grandfather has come to ICBA, my father has come here, so I'm a third generation banker that's been coming to ICBA. It's a great location to communicate. You learn probably as much from visiting with other bankers as you do through the learning labs and through the exhibits. So it's just a great environment.
Thank you so much for watching ICBA Live TV. I'm Karina Sullivan. Enjoy the rest of your week here at ICBA Live, and we'll see you next year in Orlando.
RTP, built from the ground up to support the digital way people live and work today. RTP is always on, clearing and settling payments 24/7. It works in the background of customer-facing applications like bill payment, cash management, and P2P. It is not just faster, it's smarter. With RTP, banks can combine payments and messaging to build innovative solutions. Billers can send messages in real time, anytime to their customers. Customers send payments directly from their bank accounts. Payments are delivered and settled in real time. Customers get immediate confirmation that the payment has been applied, no loose ends. And, importantly, the payment and all related information flow back and forth between parties across the same secure bank network.